There was a bit of a role change for Shane Long on Wednesday as the Baggies forward swapped life on a football pitch for life in front of the camera for an afternoon. Shane was joined in the photo shoot by long-term friend but foe for the weekend Kevin Doyle, and with modelling duties behind them for the day, thoughts and conversation quickly turned to the weekend's Black Country derby. And Shane's immediate focus is, unsurprisingly, on simply getting fit for the trip to Molineux.
Well, yeah, I kind of started training today, so looking to train Friday, Saturday, and be ready for selection on Sunday. So that's the plan. Hopefully it goes to plan.
You both looking forward to the game, guys?
Yeah, we need to get our own back, don't we? After earlier on the season, I think you beat us not convincingly, but you deservedly beat us. So that wasn't nice. So.
Was there plenty of banter flying around after that game between the two of you?
No, not really, was there?
No, there hasn't been. No, too busy. on to another must-win game about 3 days later, I think is usually the case. So we need it more than West Brom. I think you could give us the.
I think you'd probably disagree with that, though, wouldn't you, Shane? To be fair.
Yeah, I think a loss might suck us back into somewhere where we don't want to be. You know, we need 3 points on Sunday, and then we've Sunderland at home, and then after that we've a lot of big games. You know, against the likes of Man United and Chelsea, and the list goes on. So the next 2 games are massive for us. So.
Both Roy Hodgson and Mick McCarthy have said in recent weeks that the next few games can be pivotal for their sides, and Kevin admits that's certainly the perception of the players as well.
I've been saying something like that for a while. Saying we always, every week seems to be nearly a must-win for us, and it's be nice to have another club or two down in the bottom 4 or 5 with us. So if we could drag West Brom into that little group, it would be nice on Sunday.
Is it strange to be on the opposite side to somebody that you've been a teammate of for so long? Because obviously you guys weren't just together at Reading, you were together in Ireland before that and on an international footing as well. Is it weird for you guys to face up, or is that just football?
Yeah, that's just football. You know, we remain friends off the pitch, but yeah, we never really played against each other. I was always in the Championship and he was in the Premiership, so we never really faced each other that often. But yeah, I've won so far and I've got the bragging rights, so I'm sure he'll be doing his best to change that on Sunday.
You intend to keep them though, I imagine?
Well, I didn't score, so it hadn't a lot to do with me, you know. So yeah, I think we were in a bit of form when we met once the last time, and they were struggling a bit, but it's things have turned now, you know. We haven't got a win in a while, and they beat QPR at the weekend, so it's it's anybody's game, you know.
You mentioned you win much to it from the weekend.
No, we were just talking about it on the way up. It was a big 3 points for us, obviously. Hopefully that'll be a bit of form going into this game, which we need. I think in the Molineux last year I missed the injured, but we played pretty well against West Brom. We needed a win then, near the end of the season, to try to keep ourselves in the league, and we need to do something similar.
And Kevin's mentioned the game there at Molineux. Of course, you weren't at the club at the time, but I know that was a result that hurt the fans. It hurt the lads. Have the boys been talking about that 3-1 defeat at the Molineux in the dressing room this week?
They were saying they got beat 3-1 and that they just got out muscled on the pitch and outclassed, and it did hurt them, I think. But I think that's why we wanted the 3 points at the Hawthorn so much this season. So it's going to be a tough game no matter what team you put out and what team you play against. It's a derby as well, so it adds to it all. So it's one to look forward to, and one hopefully we'll get the 3 points out of it.
Of course, there will be a 2-week break for both clubs after this weekend before the next fixture, and Kevin admits there's more than just the 3 points on offer for him.
Well, I'd be putting the manager in some good form and might nick some days off the next week, maybe. If we don't play well or whatever, and all, it's a tough 10 days, 2 weeks till you get a chance to put that right. We haven't been great at home recently either, so it'd be nice in front of our own fans at Molineux to give them something to cheer about.
Yeah, is that almost what you expect? Sort of like there's almost a threat of hard work from the gaffer for 2 weeks if you don't get the result.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but if they get the 3 points, I think they're a point behind us and we're stuck back in. But I think if we get the 3 points, it's something like, I haven't seen the table, but 9 points outside the drop zone, and it's a big difference, you know, when you look at things for that week, seeing yourself so far from trouble. So hopefully we can get the win, get in the gaffer's good books, and get 3 or 4 days off next week.
And Shane admits he's under no illusions as to what this game means to the fans, having had that drummed into him back in October. I
remember the last time we met them, it was massive. Every person you meet that's a West Brom fan, that's that's all that goes through their heads, you know. And even a couple of months back, after we beat them, they were looking forward to the return leg at Wolves. So it's yeah, we know it's massive for them. It's a big derby game, and bragging rights is massive to the fans. So hopefully we can do them proud on the pitch, you know.
What's it like, both of you, in the build-up to these games? Because I mean, you've got quite an Irish contingent now at both clubs, really, to be honest.
Being honest, it's no different to any game. You know, half the time you don't realise you're playing a week or two in advance. So it's only the last day or two you realise, oh, we're playing Shane next week or whatever. But you know, we're far. With regards to Shane, the two of us at the other end of the pitch, usually we don't really come into contact with each other that much on the pitch. Fish for a bit of information on the team and who's injured, who's training, who's doing what, as he did on the way up. To go back to Roy and you know, Beanie's good books and tell him who he thinks might play or not play or whatever. So yes, it's funny that way, but it'll be another game. You know, it'll be forgotten about pretty quickly afterwards because we'll have to move on and try win the following week again.
Do you put your friendship aside for 90 minutes?
No, not really. No, I already said I want his shirt after the game. You know, it's obviously you go out there and try and do your best to get the 3 points for your team. But yeah, I won't lose any friends on the pitch. You know.
So Shane and Kevin won't be letting football compromise their friendship, and both the Baggies and Wolves fans have shown this week that certain things transcend football rivalries, with both Baggies and Wolves fans attempting to raise money for Acorns through the march to Molineux. And Shane is delighted to see the two groups of fans showing camaraderie to raise money for a good cause.
Hopefully it'll be like that after the game as well. But yeah, I suppose football is a good way to increase awareness of different charities and stuff, and things like that can only help the charity. So it's a great idea whoever come up with it, and hopefully it all goes to plan.
Now, would you echo those sentiments, Kevin? That, you know, at the end of the day, it is a game of football, and you know, we don't want animosity. We want almost, as I say, two communities coming together. Okay, opposite sides for 90 minutes,
yeah.
But you know, all friends at the end of the day.
Exactly. You know, that's what it's all about. I think you know, you can take it that far and take it too seriously. Football, at the end of the day, it's a game. You know, it gives you bragging rights, and it's fun when you win, and you know, against your neighbours and everything. And sometimes it can be your brother or whatever. I know Wolves and West Brom, there's cases where families are split. You know, but you know, there's a lot more important things, and the fact that the two sets of fans are going to walk together for charity, that's fantastic.
However, that all being said, Shane admits if he doesn't get the result he wants at the weekend, he won't be buying his friend a congratulatory drink.
Yeah, I tend to go into hiding a bit when we lose the games, you know, I take it a bit to heart. So yeah, a few days later we meet up again, and it'll be all forgotten about after one or two slagging comments, I suppose. But yeah, it's part of the game, I suppose, and we'll enjoy it either way.
So let's simply hope that Shane has nothing to go into hiding about come 3:30 on Sunday. This is Chris Hall for Albion Player at the Puma showroom in Manchester.